So the special connection that I have with Gateway is on October 21st, 2013, I was the first woman to move into Gateway to Discovery. I was 18 years old, and I had struggled with addiction throughout my teenage years. But when I turned 17, I found meth, and that took me to my knees. After I graduated high school, I really thought that there was not much for me anymore. I believed that high school was the only goal that I had in life, and that I had no other aspirations, no other dreams. And meth had ruined my life so much that I knew that I couldn't live life with the drug, but I also couldn't live without it. And so I came to a decision. It was either I was going to take my own life or I was going to get clean. So I reached out in desperation to Community and Family Resources. I was put into inpatient 2 weeks after I graduated high school, and I loved treatment. And I remember being in the treatment center when I was doing my deep clean. I looked out the women's stairwell. I looked across the street, and there was this beautiful brick house on the corner. And I remember thinking to myself, like, it would be awesome to live in a big brick house. Like, it was so beautiful, and I'd never lived anywhere like that before. Well, then, luckily, my father had made the decision that he needed to show me some tough love. And so when I was getting ready to leave treatment, he told me I was not allowed to come home. And I was devastated. So I knew that I needed to find either another treatment center, a little bit more longevity, and that's when Gateway to Discovery was brought to my attention. Gateway wasn't open yet, but if I stayed clean and I did what I needed to do, like continue outpatient, and I filled out an application, I had to wait 4 months, and Gateway opened. When Gateway told me they were opening their doors, on October 21st, I made sure I was there at 8 o'clock in the morning because I was ready to start a new life. And so I was able to live there for the 2 years, and the transformation that happened is amazing. And when I'm telling you that, teaching life skills, job skills, everything down to how to clean something a certain way, how to organize something, staying on routine, getting up on time, even having a curfew. That all is essential to learning how to live life clean and sober. Because I was 18, I wanted to stay out till 2 a.m. And my curfew was at 10, and I didn't understand. Well, I remember my roommate telling me nothing good happens after 10. The biggest thing is that I needed to learn how to live life clean and sober, but the only way that I could do that was to live life clean and sober. And Gateway provided a safe home for me. I provided a safe space for me. I knew that I wouldn't go hungry. I had clean clothes all the time. I even remember I came in with shoes, and they were put together with duct tape because they were so worn. And Gateway seen that I was struggling with that, so they took me out and they bought me a new pair of shoes. You don't realize at the time how much that means until you really truly look back and be like, oh, just as simple as giving me a new pair of shoes. And to be able to talk about everything that Gateway gave me, Hope Sweet Hope Studios was my very first job ever. I'll never forget when I got my first paycheck. I had no idea what to do. Like, I had worked for that. I had actually put in work and received a paycheck. And Gateway taught me how to budget my money, make sure that I wasn't spending it willy-nilly. We also have our residents save 20% of their earnings to put into savings. It's a savings account that has dual signature on it, so they can't touch it, but that's specifically reserved for them. For when they do get out on their own, they'll have enough money saved up to be able to put down like a down payment, whether it be a car or first month, last month deposit on a house. That's saved strictly for them to be able to use for when they graduate, so they have a foundation for when they move out. I'll go back a little bit. I was the first graduate. I graduated in 2015. And I did move out of Gateway to Discovery. I was able to get my own house. I was able to be financially stable, and I never thought that I could do that, honestly. I'll never forget the first time a bill came in my name. I was so excited. I got a bill in my name, and I went and paid it. But the thing is, the bills have never stopped coming. So that's been a learning experience all in itself. After a period of time of serving on the board, I became the first woman president of the board, and also the youngest, I believe. And that was a good time. And after about a year of serving then, we needed somebody that not only had the knowledge of Gateway to Discovery, but the passion and what we wanted to provide for our women and to continue with our mission. And so the opportunity came up for me to be studio coordinator, and I applied. And I was utterly shocked when I got accepted. I don't know why, I just gave it a try. And so now it's going to be 5 years that I have been in this position, and today I have a life that is safe. I have a life that I'm proud of. 9 years ago, I did not see myself living past 18, and today I am 27 years old, and the life that I have today I'm very proud of. Every aspect of my life is because of what Gateway has given to me, what they provided for me. Gateway has always been my cheerleader. I always stayed on the sidelines even after I left. I was there for the current women that were in the program to show them that there's hope, and that if I can do this, you can do it too.